3. Okay. Alright guys, I want you to quickly stand up, push your chair in, and you do it quietly. Push your chair in. Right, I want you to jump. Again. Again. Good. Now I want you to run on the spot. Okay. I want you to clap your hands. And the next one, I want you to scream your name.
Yeah.
Scream your name. Okay. Right. I want you to make like this. And I want you to sit down. Who knows what you just did? Remember to raise your hand. Respect for others. You need to raise and want. What did you do? We did moving energy. Okay? Why do we need energy? Why do we need energy? Yes.
We need energy to move or to do things because without energy, we won't be able to move. We need it when we sleep.
Alright. And where do we get the energy from?
The sun.
What? Yeah. Yes, Casey? Respect. Food, exactly. You consume food to get your energy. You will always hear when you are sick, your mother says, even though you don't have an appetite, because I'm one of them, you must eat, my dear, because if you eat, you will become strong. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
When you don't eat, who of you ever forgot your lunch at home? Okay. How did you feel by the end of the day? Raise your hand.
Very hungry.
Hungry. Anyone else? Sick?
Dizzy.
Dizzy. Why? Because?
We didn't eat and we didn't eat and we didn't do like drink water and do those things. We didn't get energy.
Correct, yes. We ran out of energy. And when you're in class, you use your brain to think. And your brain takes a lot of energy. So you get your energy from food. Now my next question to you guys is, what will happen if you run out of energy? We just said it.
We'll become weak,
You become weak?
become skinny.
No, but that's over a long time.
You become drained.
You become drained, you're tired, you don't want to do your work, you don't want to do PE, you don't want to dance, you don't want to do nothing. Right? So we need energy to do things, and we get that from food. Okay, but now I want you to quickly think about it. Remember in the beginning of the year, I think that was like your first lesson. You guys did the 7 life processes. You can mention anything. Name one. One, just one. Even if it's wrong, it's fine. Yes.
Movement.
Yeah, movement. What else?
Energy that's around us.
Nope.
Input energy.
My dear, life processes. Quickly go and take your NS book out. And then I want you to go look back. What is the 7 life processes? It was one of your first lessons. It's actually your first worksheet that you got. First worksheet. Okay? Grow. You grow. That's one thing, yes?
Living things to move.
Move. They move. What else?
If they all make me laugh.
Okay. Anyone else? Come back. What else?
Living things good.
They breathe. What else?
Eating living good.
Yeah. What else?
Living things good.
Yeah. What else?
Living things exercises.
They
Living things
excrete. Excrete waste, meaning they go to the toilet. They go and pee and poo. Okay? What else?
living things can sense.
They have senses. They can smell, they can see, they can feel, and they can taste. They have senses. Now we have mentioned a few of the 7 life processes, which is we breathe, we grow, we make babies. What else? We move, we do excretion. What else? We eat and drink. All of these things takes up energy. If you don't eat, you will not be able to do these things. You will not be able to move with all your energy in PE, would you? You would not be able to make new babies, right? But that you should not be worried about now. You worry about it when you are married.
Yes.
Continue. Yeah. So for all of those things that we do, we use up energy. If you don't eat, you will not get energy. You will not be able to perform your 7 life processes, which means you will die off eventually. That's why you need to eat. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about is where does our food come from?
Plants.
Yes, plants and
Animals.
animals. But how did the animals get their energy to give us meat?
From plants.
From plants. And where did plants get their energy from?
From the sun.
From the sun. The sun gives some vitamins and stuff, and it also helps plants to grow. And animals eat them, and you eat them. All those veggies are plants. No, doesn't come from chickens. No? Okay. Now, the next thing I want you to do, are you fine?
I'm fine, ma'am.
There we go. Right. So, I want you guys, you sit next to a friend. For those of you who are alone, I want you to team up with them. Just turn your chair that way so that the camera can't find your face. Can you see her face?
She's fine.
Okay. And then there's no one else. You will group up with them. Now let's group up you guys together because then you are not in the shot. And then you work with them. So you all got pictures.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I'm quickly going to give you a picture, my dear. You all got pictures of a water hole. Do you know what a water hole is? What is a water hole? A water hole is? It's where animals drink water. So, yeah.
It's a river.
Okay. Right. I want you and your friends to look at the picture. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. And I want you to discuss the animals in that picture and the 7 life processes that you see that they perform in that and how they use up their energy. Quickly do that for 5 minutes. need you to talk to your friends because each one of you are going to represent your group. Yeah. Yeah, some animals like fish and crocodiles. Yeah, you can see snakes and eels and sharks. They all can breathe underwater. Yeah, all of them are using up energy. My question is, what type of energy are they using? Okay. Right. Who in this group wants to say something? Anyone? Must be one of you. I'll come back to you there in the back. Come, someone must share something. Let's start with that group there. Yes.
It is movement energy.
Okay. What animals are moving? That's my question.
It's the zebras, the hippos, the lions, the elephants, and the giraffes.
Okay.
And the birds.
Creighton, your group? Anything that you've seen? What energy do they use? What else? What 7 life processes do you see there? Remember, the 7 life processes use up energy. Is it like that? Someone say that? Yes. The giraffes are eating, so they are using a life process. Yes.
The elephant is drinking water.
Okay, they are using a life process. Yes.
Animals need food and water.
We've mentioned that now quite a while. I want something else.
The hippos are drinking.
We've mentioned that already. Yes. Hmm? Which means he is using moving energy. Yes. We've mentioned that already. Yes.
They are using some energy because they're not the animals and things to do in their mouth.
Can I repeat that again?
They are using sound energy because they're not the animals and things to do in their mouth. But not
Yes. They use sound energy. They are busy communicating with each other in their own language. Kesley.
Animals need space. The elephants are eating fresh fruits and grass.
We have said that they already eat. What else, guys?
The elephants are eating fruits and grass.
Okay, what else? Yes?
The penguins are standing.
Okay, what else?
Then the lions eat other animals which are called
Okay. So, what about them breathing? The fact that they are standing there means they are breathing. Some of them might actually already excrete, right? And all of those components use up energy, right? They use up energy. Remember that you need energy to do your 7 life processes. Izzy, are you still fine?
Yes, I'm fine.
You still fine?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so now I want us to quickly talk about bread. Yeah, bread. Bread can also move. Did you know that? Yeah. Okay, let's think about it. Who of you ever baked a cake? Okay. Who of you ever baked a bread? Okay then. What do you use to make a bread? You use eggs, flour, milk, butter and sugar depending on the bread. That is what? It is a mixture. So you have a mixture, right?
Yes, fine.
When you put your mixture in the oven, what happens? It starts to bake. And when it bakes, what happens?
It cools.
It rises. It's busy rising. Why? Because you have the mixture and then, who can tell me what it is? What is that mixture called that makes bread rise? No. It depends on your dough. It depends if you have self-raising dough, because nowadays you get self-raising dough. Back then, you would put this in and you would put that in and you would put this in and then only it would rise, and if you don't have enough of that, it will not rise. It was a lot of effort, but nowadays technology is good. Okay, so it bakes, right? What happens after it bakes? It starts to raise. And then it turns
Into bread.
yeah, it turns brown and it is bread. Quickly look here. It rains. When you made your mixture, what did you do? You used up energy. Right?
Yes, fine.
And you put it in the oven, it started to bake. With the baking, it started to rise. Because it raised, it is actually moving energy. Do you understand now?
Yes.
So bread is also an example of moving energy. Now let's take us. We are a human. Right? Are we a human? Yes. Did you know according to science they classify you as an animal? You are also classified as an animal. How dare they? According to science, they do classify you as an animal.
We are mammals.
Yeah, you're a mammal. And some mammals are also animals. Like, for example, a mouse and what else?
Cat.
A cat is a mammal and dog.
Cow.
Yeah.
A lion.
Okay, so let's go now to you. How do you get your energy? You eat. What do you eat?
Food.
You eat food. Your food can include what?
Energy.
Meat
Meat.
and
Vegetable.
plants. Right. Now, how do you get that food? You get that food from what?
The sun.
The sun. Your plants comes from the sun. And your animals usually eat the plants. So you could say that you have first your animals, which you are eating. Just so by the way, if you do eat meat. And these animals also uses plants. They eat up plants. Either way, these two connects to the sun. Because remember, your plant uses the sun energy.
Yes, ma'am.
Your animals eat plants. It depends on what animal. Obviously, if you're going to eat a little bug tonight, then
Grass.
you would have eaten grass, which is a plant. It gave him the energy. So do you see that this is all you need to get your energy from?
Yes,
Okay? It's wonderful how life was developed. Eh?
ma'am.
And we should respect that. We should respect the animal kingdom because they provide for us food. Ne? And we can't just overeat, we eat just enough. Because remember, you want enough for your children later. One day. Not now, when you are married. Okay? So now I want to quickly ask you guys. You need to raise your hand because remember, we need to have respect. What did you learn
Ma'am,
today?
we learned about energy.
Okay? What is energy?
Movement energy.
You have movement energy. And what is movement energy? What is movement energy? Yeah. Things that move. And then, how do you move? How do you get your moving energy?
Jumping.
By jumping, but before that,
You get your energy before from the food, ma'am.
exactly, we need to eat, we need to eat food to gain energy. What else? What else did you learn today?
Not only things move.
Okay.
I've learned that bread also uses energy.
What else? What about the 7 life processes?
Each food is whole.
Okay. So we need food to have the energy to perform the 7 life processes. Is there anything else? No. Are you sure? Okay. So energy yeah. Okay. So what is energy? Energy is basically everything that we need to perform the 7 life processes. And we get energy from our food, right? And that makes us to be able to do things in life like moving. Okay, I want you to quickly write these sentences down for me on your piece of paper. It's yours. It's yours. The date today is the 12th. Today is the 12th of August. grade 5. And then they're going to tell you to write much more faster than now.
Listen, I never flash. What was the first hospital in this
Oh, it's the history. You live history in the past. Right? And you live for today. What's the most of your last sentence?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You still busy? Just raise your hand. Okay, finish up. What I want you guys to do is I want you to quickly read your sentences here as it goes together. Okay, we need to sound like we want to. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, let's start.
Movement energy, things that move. We need to eat food to gain energy. Brain also uses energy. We need food to gain energy to perform the 7 life processes.
Do you guys understand moving energy?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, are you going to start eating to be able to do your things?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. Will you be able to write about this topic in your exam?
Yes.